Good evening. It's Wednesday night, 7:30, time for Facebook Live. I'm going to make sure I can get it shared over to my group. So I'm checking on my laptop, make sure I'm in the right place. Always takes it a minute to show up there, it seems like. Well, let's see. Not showing up yet. I think I'm in the right place on my phone. Let's try again. All right, well, let me go see if I'm in the group by mistake. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I see the picture. I see the post about it. No video yet. There. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't showing up before, but I can see it now. So I'm in the right spot. And let me share it. Here we go. With the group. So if anybody's over on the group, they can see it too. And then we will get started. All right, there we go. Now we are ready to go. So the stamp set that I'm using tonight is the Tasteful Touches stamp set. I love this set. It's got some great, just like background stamps. This is a great collage stamp set, and I love these sentiments. I love the script and the typeface with it, and it's just beautiful. And then you can kind of see, I think if I hold this up. Hey, Nancy, I'm glad you could join me on this background. This is a new embossing folder. This is the Tasteful Textile. Whoops, too much glare. Tasteful Textile embossing folder. And I love it. It's a little more texture than the subtle. So if you wanted a little bit more, it's a great thing to do. And then in this one, I just used the feather from this stamp set. And then I love these little speckle stamps. And this one actually came from the Forever Fern set. There's a little speckle stamp in that. So we're going to use that too. All right. And I've gone ahead and adhered this just with some washi tape to my paper here. And we're going to use, so the one, and I'll show you both of them at the end. You can tell me which color you like better. This is Seaside Spray. Tonight I'm going to make the card using Balmy Blue. And so I've just got some Post-its, and I've kind of made sure I put my piece of white. This is 3 by 4 3/4 maybe. But I made sure I put it straight on here so that I can use Post-it notes to mark off. So I'm just going to take a Post-it note, and because I have lines, I can do it straight across. You can tell that I've used this Post-it note a few times. And then, I think about there. It may not be exactly the same as the last one, but all right, so now I just have some space here in the middle that's ready to ink. And I have my Balmy Blue ink pad, and I think I'm going to put it up here. And then this is a makeup brush, and I think I've used this before. Got a fuzzy on it. I got this on Amazon. I have seen them at Kroger. Well, I think that wants to come off. But they're good at making a nice soft color on here instead of, sometimes this sponging will get kind of, I don't know, mottled. But you still want to start off the cardstock. And it'll take a little bit to get it built up. And you just keep going over and over until you get it the color you want. I'll do some from the other side. Hopefully I haven't used up all my Balmy Blue ink. I did this card for a swap that I participate in. My upline, she has swaps every month at her team meeting. And we've been doing our meetings virtually, but we've been sending swaps to everybody that signed up. So this was my swap for everybody. So everybody that participated in the swap is going to get one of these. And just keep going till you get the amount of color you want. And you can see it's getting some, you know, a little bit darker on the edge where you start out, but I kind of like that. I like that it's not just all solid. There's some variation to it. We're getting there. And it's kind of hard to tell because you have the white covered up. And so you think, well, is that dark enough? And then you pull off the Post-it notes, and I'm like, yeah, that you can really tell it's darker than you think once you pull off the Post-it notes and see the white next to it. So we're getting close. That's probably good. We'll do a little bit more right there. That's probably good. All right. Let's close this up. We're done with the Balmy Blue. And today I got, so now pull up our Post-it notes and see, it just leaves this nice crisp line. I love it. And I can save those Post-it notes and use them again. Today I got my new in-color ink pads, so I don't have to use my small spot from Paper Pumpkin because I have my new Misty Moonlight. So excited. So I have my feather, and the way I did this, make sure I get it inked up well, is I did, I did the middle one first, and I put it just slightly to the right because of the way it bows and the way I'm going to do the other two. So just a tad to the right. Because the other two, isn't that pretty? I love these colors together. And the Seaside Spray is pretty. Because the other two I'm going to do upside down. And so I had to be sure with the two curving towards each other that I had room. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to stamp is the sentiment. And I like to just kind of line it up on the paper and see if it's straight. That's pretty straight. All right, let's see if I can do this where I'm not like right over it. See how straight I can make it. Ah, not bad. Oh, that was lucky that it didn't stamp on my washi tape there. All right, and then I decided it needed just a little bit something more. So I used the little spots from the Forever Fern set, and I'm just going to stamp them off. Because I don't want them to be too dark, but I just wanted a little bit of extra. And I forgot to tell you at the beginning, I think I put it on Facebook, I had watched Erica Serwin do a card like this, or similar to this, with the Forever Fern stamp set. And she did the whole card front where she just blocked it off, so it was just like a one-layer card. But I had been wanting to try and figure out how to use the feathers, so I thought, well, I'll try it with this. All right, we are done with our stamping. Get our inky stamps out of the way. And now I just have to peel up the paper. Take the washi off of it carefully, because it can, even though it's washi, it can tear it a little bit. So you just be a little careful, it'll be fine. There we go. All right, so then I just have a piece of Misty Moonlight that I'm gonna put this on. It's just a little bit bigger, so it just has a narrow border around. And I already did a little bit of this the other day. So I've got my piece of Balmy Blue, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I've run it through that embossing folder. And then I took a piece of the Misty Moonlight ribbon and tied it around here. So I'm going to take I'm going to move that out of the way for the moment and take my green glue, my Tombow, because when it's embossed like this, you want to be sure you have a good adhesive to hold it. And I have ordered the new Stampin' Up! Adhesive, but it hasn't come yet. So hopefully I'll be getting that before too long. I'm anxious to try it because we have a snail replacement and we have a fast fuse replacement. So we've got 2 new adhesives coming. All right, so that will hold that. And then this, I'm just going to put on with some dimensionals. So get my dimensionals. And 1 in each corner. And then I'll put 1 in the middle too, just for a little extra support. And then that will just kind of tuck right in there. And it'll be over to the right a little bit because of the ribbon. So that's the Balmy Blue. Here, let me get this paper out of the way. It's kind of distracting. That's the Balmy Blue, and that's the Seaside Spray. So you have to tell me which one you like best. And I forgot I was going to show you in the catalog the page that this suite is on. So it has paper. I didn't use any of the paper on this card. But you'll see some of the stuff I've posted or will post this week. We'll be using some of the paper. But it's a beautiful suite. So it's got gorgeous, if you can see this paper down here at the bottom. Really pretty paper. There's some of the cards they did. I think the next page just has a stamp set on it, which I've shown you. Oh no, it has a couple more examples on it too. So really, really pretty suite. I've had fun playing with it, and I'm sure I'll be doing some more. All right, just a couple other things to tell you. I have a bingo that I'm going to have a week from next Monday, so it's the 22nd, I think it is. The cost of that is $39. You will get a goodie bag that will have some paper and an embellishment in it. We'll make 4 make and takes, and then we'll play bingo. So the more people we have that join, the more prizes that we'll get to have. But the sign up and payment is due this Friday, so I can get everything ordered. Everything is taking a lot longer, so I want to order it this weekend, and I'll still rush ship it to be sure I have it a week from Monday. It's just with COVID, everything is taking longer. And then the other 2 things I wanted to be sure you knew about. For the month of June, if you host a party or place an order that is $250 or more, then you get an extra $25 in Stampin' Rewards. So that's just a bonus just for this month to get everybody launched on the new catalog. And there's so many beautiful new things in the new catalog. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And then the other one is, if you're not already a part of Cinderella Stampers and you would like to be, the starter kit is $99. It's always a good deal because you get $125 for $99, and the shipping is free, which is probably another, I don't know, $10 that you're saving. But right now, again, just for the month of June, on top of that $125 that you pick out, you also get to pick a free bundle. So that is a stamp set and die, or like this one, I didn't show you tonight. I think I may have shown you before. The dies that go with this set are these beautiful label dies. So stamp set and die, or stamp set and punch. So again, join Cinderella Stampers and get $125 and a bundle free for $99. So if you're interested in any of that, just reach out to me and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. Let me know which color you like better. I like them both. It's kind of hard to decide. And I will see you next week. Good night.